The world is going to go to war. That's a factor. The end of this month is going to, because how's it going to go to war? Well, all weapons are being massed along the western Ukraine border, at least, okay? Right across Poland, Hungary, Slovakia, all that entire area down Romania, they all are going to be massing weapons for an assault, the same as Russia is doing at the moment on the Donbas region. There is already talk of an area in Russia, places in Russia that have been hit, that the Russians are claiming are Ukrainian, and Ukrainians are saying, no, it wasn't us. But it's going to be happening. With all these things, someone from NATO or something is going to shoot something into Russia or into Ukraine, and it's going to make the man unhappy. And he's going to retaliate. Or he's going to wait and get tired of waiting, maybe nerves and stuff, bang, and blow a munitions dump or something like that, where there are logistics waiting to actually support any kind of resistance or defense. And when this happens, and the first one goes, then all of a sudden, the whole of Europe gets pulled into this thing, where Europe becomes a logistics supply chain, and from the other side, Russia, China, and down into Africa becomes the same. We've got these two polarized supply chains. And that is when this thing takes on a completely different perspective. How do you fight it? Question is, do we want to fight it? Russia, the country, I mean, yes, it looks, you see from the Western news, it looks horrifying there. But if you to see behind the scenes clips in South Africa, what our police do, it would also look horrifying. And this goes for most countries. What is hidden and people don't see, they don't complain about, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There's brutality, there is corruption. As long as there's governments, there's corruption. It doesn't matter. I mean, so Putin's getting corrupt. Listen to our guys. I mean, this new billion rand that was just announced today for the relief fund. We honestly believe that that's going to get to the people. Yeah, this time I'm going to have the Pope, I'm going to have John the Baptist, I'm going to have Sister Teresa and Mahatma Gandhi. He's going to come, all they're going to revive from the dead, and they will be on the panel to make sure this money reaches the right places. Oh my God. No. Let's hope some of it gets there, but they'll just pillage again, as they always do, and we'll sit and we'll look and we'll go, that's how bad. And come voting time, you'll go and vote for one of the idiots. Because what's the option? Alternative. Everyone spoils their ballot. That would be so cool. Eh? Could you imagine if the whole country or the whole world just turned around and gave a sign by spoiling their ballots, every single country, and say, we do not accept that you people are our leaders. No, you guys not. We're not going to go to war with you. We're not going to fight, but we're just going to exercise a democratic vote. And that vote is to say we are disgusted with all of you people because you are all in there, not to save the country. Well, I'm not saying all, but most, but to enrich yourselves. And this is the problem. This is what we say about success, don't we? I'm going to be talking about success in the next time and what makes a successful person. But in the meantime, on this whole Russian front, two options. I mean, he's just going to go mad, and it's going to be defense, and a lot of people are going to get killed. But he won't be fighting a war. He's not going to be running into Paris again with guns and stuff like that. It's not going to be like that. I think it's as it is. It's already economic war is more important, and cyber war is significantly more effective. So the world is going to be a usurping of power. And I'm sure he's got some kind of plan. But the way to retaliate is to cut off the head of the snake. Isn't it? Without Putin, there'd still be a couple of people jumping around that you could. But without Putin, this thing would fizzle out. It would die of dismal deaths. So all of the money that is being spent, I'm a storyteller, I'm not a strategist, but I tell lack of stories. But if I was writing a story, I'd be saying, instead of taking all the money and putting all these big guns all over the world, invest every cent in going for Vladimir Putin. No offense, I'm just saying strategically. Sorry, Mr. Putin. Not offending. Please don't bomb my fucking house. But wouldn't that would be the sense? Is to no matter what it takes, no matter what it takes, take that money and invest it, whether it's in cells, and probably a cell operation would be more effective than an army. I think that's where things are going, isn't it? But it would be interesting. But there's this war. I can't see it going anywhere without going to war. And I don't see how that's going to benefit anyone. But shifting, the world's economy shifting to the east, into Asia, that's inevitable. That's where we're going. We will be sitting and seeing all those little lines that used to join in London, they'll be joining in Beijing and Moscow. Net, whatever you say. Have a lucky day and week, short week, and see you next time.